Okay, back to getting different missions. Okay, so I kind of looked at a thing that kind of explained different parts of this game. So I off camera I took an order already, so we don't need to do that. There's a place that I was kind of lost on, like when you're carrying equipment and stuff like that, like what you're supposed to do with it. But you can come back and recycle it or share it with other players to help them build stuff with the materials that are put in this. We can kind of look at this. You can donate or claim. So if you go to claim, these are just different things that people have put on here online that you can use or not use. Just leave it behind, like you don't need it. But it's kind of like a way of players to kind of like work together. So that's cool. Private locker, I'm kind of understanding these menus a little bit now. I didn't go any further into the game, so I'm still doing a blind playthrough of this, and I'm just now understanding controls for this game, which I didn't before. I was really lost. But this area right here is obviously where you rest, take a shower, stuff like that. So I kind of understood that, but if we look on the map,
Don't
I've
mind
taken
me.
wrong button. I'm still trying to understand the button, but I took this delivery all the way up to this wind farm, so we're going to go there now. Um, I'm still trying to. I don't know if these are waypoints or if this is the chiral network I've set up, and it's just indicating that. But I'm pretty sure this is the network showing, not a waypoint to help you along the way. So we're gonna not do anything with that and just figure that out later. I kind of understood the whole mule system. I didn't know what those guys were, but they have nothing to do with that black liquid, also known as BTs, which pretty sure means beached things. That's why one of them looks kind of like a whale or whatever. It's kind of weird. Again, this is not exactly explaining everything, but we're gonna keep going and figure this game out together. So here we go. On to the next delivery.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
I'm not sure that I'm gonna be talking a whole lot, just because I'm kind of getting the hang of this game and figuring out what's going on. So we're just gonna keep going and we'll figure it out. I noticed that there was vehicles. I don't think this one you can get on because it shows the battery is dead,
Weapons
and I
restrictions
still haven't
lifted.
figured out how to like recharge it. Use vehicle, yeah, there's a big red mark on it. So I think there's gonna be a way of creating a battery for it or having a battery, and then you can just hook it up and use that vehicle. I didn't know there's vehicles in this game. I probably should have known from the beginning
Beginning
scene.
scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying
So
ID.
you can see where I
Clear.
put the
All
waypoint and you
weapons
can
will
just
remain
follow
armed
this
until
and
departure.
move
All
on.
clear. Welcome. Stand
So
boarding bridges.
I'm gonna try
Weapons
and maybe
restrictions
make a
lifted.
bridge. They did say you can go into the water and just kind of stabilize yourself, but I did see in this menu we're going to equip um, and try and figure this one out. So hold down and right. So this is the menu. Switch watchtower. Okay, so this is a watchtower you can hook up to keep your or get your network bigger. This is a post box you can build to put those packages you find on the ground, and then this is a bridge. So we're gonna try the bridge and see if this works. I don't know if I have enough materials or whatever to do this, but okay, there's the bridge menu. gonna try and make one. Yeah, I don't think I have enough materials to do this because it's all. I don't know if I'm just placing it wrong or what. Water detected. So maybe you have to keep building. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can't build anything there. So that's your building system. I saw on somebody else's thing that they were building this bridge, so I don't know why you can't start building it, but we'll also figure that out later. So I'm just gonna unequip that. Let's see. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Yeah, I'm still trying to get. There we go. So we put that away. Nope, we're still holding it. There's the main. So these sunglasses, I didn't know what was going on with these either, and if you read there, it kind of says they're just a playful thing to put on. I thought they were going to be something that you needed to actually use, but as far as I know, it doesn't do anything. Okay, so I'll unequip. There we go. Put it away. Okay. So yeah, you can see I'm kind of still getting the hang of this. This is kind of like a binoculars camera thing. Um, but you can still walk with it, and I figured out that if you want to walk over like a ladder or something that's small, and you kind of need precision to do it, you can use this view instead of this because it's a lot harder like this to walk over there. Also, I found out that your suit is basically has a flotation device, so you don't have to worry about that. Um, See, you kind of can paddle. Yeah, I'm doing this all wrong, but you can kind of get over to the shore when you do that. We're gonna kind of get back up, but yeah. Um, Again, see, I'm not doing this exactly right, but I need to go somewhere where there's a way over that stuff. I might have to go back and get some more ladders, but we'll see. So again, even when you kind of read things in deep water salmon, okay, even when you kind of look things up, it's still kind of confusing as to what exactly you should be doing. As far as I'm going to, and then there's somebody, those are my bridge boots that came off of my thing. So you do lose stuff as you fall, as the water kind of goes. So some guy's got a ladder here, so we're gonna use this. I'm gonna use this view to use the ladder, so it's a lot easier. So yeah, there's that. We're gonna see if we can get across this. Might. Yep, we got across it. Okay. So I was able to do that. See, these are put here by other players. So we can do that with our ladders and not dismantle them and kind of just help other players by just leaving them behind. So now it's raining, my hood came up again, and I see somebody's got a package that I'm going to pick up. Carry on back. Yes. Don't exactly have a lot of or my upgrade for carrying a lot of stuff isn't really that high, so yeah, I can't carry a whole lot right now, but I'll figure it out. So it's crying again, so we're gonna figure this out, see if this works. To do this.
That's okay.
And this is kind of what you do when you see the BTs coming to kind of quiet it down, and then when you're done and he's not crying anymore, you just kind of put it away. So there's that. Looks like I'm really straining, so I might have to offload some of this luggage. Oop, kind of falling. That's another thing. The more stuff you have, the more off-centered you are. It's going to be a lot harder to walk with your cargo, so I'm making sure I don't overload myself. But I might... What was that? So my cargo's over there still. I'm not going to go get it, but you can if you want. So if you fall or you're in the water, you're going to drop stuff. You can pick it up or leave it for other players to pick up. That's kind of how that system works. Now I have no idea where my waypoint is.
Anyone?
Help me. So I'm right by my waypoint, but it's not showing up. I'm gonna turn around, see if it shows up somewhere, or just kind of go towards where I'm supposed to.
Hey!
I keep hitting the wrong button when I'm trying to... Okay, moving on. We'll get this game one day. In one video I saw, there is... I'm gonna pick this up.
There we go.
You also get points, or not points, but like
Nice.
materials from picking up crystals and stuff like that. Now I'm probably explaining it's all wrong, but this is what I'm exploring. Or there's my marker. This is what I'm seeing and noticing through my blind playthrough. But I'm sure there's other things that I'm missing or whatever. But that's kind of the point of a blind playthrough. You don't know really what's going on or what to expect. So now we're just gonna kind of go back to this mission and see what we can do to progress the story. So when those BTs come up, you're gonna see your little deal on your back come up, and it kind of points in the direction that they are. I didn't know how that works, and I didn't know how to fight them when they showed up, but now I kind of do. Early game, you're really not supposed to be fighting them. You're just kind of supposed to hold your breath and crouch until they go away, like that. So we'll figure that out one day as far as how to actually fight them, but according to some walkthroughs, you're not supposed to be fighting them early game, so we're not going to do that. But those grenades are kind of like help you fight off these BTs, so we'll get that. Let's stop crouching. There we go. I'm gonna see if I can climb this. It doesn't look like it. Oh! And then I fell, so I damaged some of my cargo.
Get it together.
And... okay. So we're going to do this to soothe the baby. I don't know, this whole system is kind of just weird. So you do not want to fall. It kind of messes everything up. But you can see that this is helping to stop it from, you know, making noise. So we're going to stop doing that. So that's one thing you should be doing when you see BTs. Make sure that your BB is not making noises, because that attracts them even more. From what I saw, you're supposed to, like I said, you're supposed to be running from them early game. You're not supposed to be fighting them. So we're not going to do that when that shows up next time. I'm going to see if I can use a ladder here or go this way. I think we'll just go this way. So we got metals over there that we could pick up. So you can see the different cargo that's just all over the place, or people are leaving behind, and you can pick those up to recycle them and get more materials, is what I kind of understand at this point. Alright. I can get up this. No, it doesn't look like it. So it stopped raining, which is good. Now there's another system that I was not understanding. It's like this time shift thing with your cargo. Oh, you can fall backwards too, I guess. I don't understand that whole thing. I hope that they're going to explain it later down the road, but I'm not sure. As far as right now, we're just going to kind of pick up missions and deliver stuff is kind of what those different tutorials that I watched explained for your early game, is you're just delivering stuff. So I hope that I am doing the things right. And we gotta make sure we're not falling as well. I'm gonna check the... Okay, so there is my waypoint. Perfect. Going to go up here and try and maneuver our way around. They said you can, just like I was doing before, you can stabilize yourself like this constantly. The only thing is it just takes speed away from your walking, but you'll constantly stabilize yourself, so that's a good thing. You can't climb anything while you're doing this, so that's another thing that you can't do. I'm gonna see if there's any kind of thing that I can avoid all this. Really not excited about trying to get up this mountain, but we'll see what happens. Because I think I have a ladder. I keep hitting that button, I don't know why. So we're gonna see. That's the wrong button as well. That's hold my breath. That's stabilize. So glasses is my canteen, and that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so there's my ladder. I can equip that in my hand, and adjust position and place it are the trigger buttons. So we're gonna come up here and see if we need a ladder. Okay, so stabilizing yourself you can still do if you're holding the ladder. It just kind of puts it on your back while you're doing that. And then when you let go, it kind of takes it back into his hands. So we're kind of moving on here. I can kind of scan the area. Other players can basically place these different nodes that I was looking at in case there's like danger in the area. But I don't see any, so we're going to continue here. Very carefully. I'm assuming I'm going to need a ladder right there. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get over that. We're going to move on with that. And we're going to put away this ladder for now. Unequip. There we go. So yeah, I'm kind of getting the idea of different systems in this game. Again, I'm not the only one that is having problems with this game. A lot of other people are just kind of like quitting it and they stop playing it because they just don't get it. But that's the thing about like difficulties with games is I kind of like get obsessed with trying to figure out what people don't understand about a game and then play through it because I think it makes the challenge a lot more fun when you kind of figure stuff out that a lot of people are not figuring out about different games. So I just kind of take it as a challenge and move on. Okay, so there is an area you can go around the mountain. Perfect. Sandalweed leaves can serve as temporary footwear in an emergency.
2 wheels up.
So we come over here, display the terminal, the icon at the bottom right of the delivery terminal menu means there's cargo in that facility, share locker. Okay. So they're kind of telling us the share locker we could go and drop that stuff off that we just picked up, and that's kind of what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna put a waypoint on there, so I kind of see where I'm going. Where is that? I think it's right over here. So I can like this to give this guy more power for his facility. Like so ward, yeah, okay, so golden toadstool. I don't understand any of that. I just kind of am getting the hang of what these systems are and what they're used for. So we're gonna come over here to this storage area and see if we can't do this right and offload this extra cargo that we have because he is walking really slow. So there it is right there. You can see it with the number 1 on it. Now we're going to come over here and see if we can't put the extra cargo we just picked up. And I think yeah, I was crouching. That's why I'm moving so slow. Okay. Again, we'll get this as I play through. I'll figure this out. But as of right now, I'm kind of going to be just like taking like baby steps. I don't know what I'm doing, and I am trying to get the hang of it. I wonder if I could pick that cargo up and get it over there. We're going to see if this works too. Kind of overloaded, but see, and the whole time shift thing with your cargo kind of degrades or something like that over time is what I'm kind of understanding about that. I'm not sure. So yeah, this is going to be a lot harder. Cargo, stamina, yeah, that kind of fatigues me really bad, and it's really hard to turn around. So we're going to not do this. I don't understand how to offload cargo yet. We'll get it. I think it was like trigger button or something like that it said. It's not it. Create a sign. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure because this is making it really hard to figure out. I'm kind of turned around right there, but let's see if we can make it to this point. It shows a guy right there, like a hologram guy, but yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Cargo, repairing cargo. Containers are damaged, their capacity to absorb impacts is reduced, okay? So I've never gotten to the point where I have completely damaged cargo. I don't know if you get less stuff out of them when you deliver them. We're gonna come over here and see what this guy has to say, and also if we can deliver this cargo. pretty sure this isn't the spot we're going to, because we're going to a different spot. But you can see that that is, it looks like another player, I'm not sure. But we're gonna activate this terminal. See if we can't offload some of this stuff. Okay, so we can make deliveries. You can see that that's a player. Put it in the shared locker, or we can get to our, I thought you can't get to your private locker, but I guess you can from these. Lost cargo. So we're gonna see if we can't make a delivery. Yeah, deliver lost cargo. Okay. We're gonna deliver this. Okay. So it's kind of giving us points as we deliver this stuff, so I'm hoping I'm doing this right. So this entrusts it to another player if they want to deliver it. Okay, moving right along here. See, you kind of get like, this is kind of like your XP system. You can see it'll help you get or be able to carry more stuff as you're progressing. So, all right. I don't know if I offloaded all that stuff. We're gonna see what this is. If it's still on me or what is going on. Carrying out back, climbing anchor, power supply. So this is the one we're delivering. I think here's another resin, which I should probably get off my shoulders here. Carrying hand, place in private. Yeah, we're gonna place this in private locker right now. And I'm really sorry I'm explaining this so badly, but I don't think I need this either, because I have another one. So we're gonna place that in the private locker. Perfect. So we got a resin in there. So basically what I can do is I can put them here, and I think you can go back to the delivery areas and then deliver it from there to get, or recycle it or whatever you do to kind of put it in, your supply inventory to help you build things, is what I'm understanding. But we're gonna put it in here for now. Yes, I'm sure. I hope that took away some of the stuff. The guy on the side there, you can see, he's the one that created this kind of locker thing here. And that's why you see him up in the right corner. So thanks, dude. Appreciate it. I don't know if this is the guy that did it, but he's kind of pointing to this area, so I'm thinking that is the guy who made the actual deal. So moving along. I don't know what these question marks are either. I'm gonna like it to help somebody. You're affected by the sign. You were affected by the sign. I don't know if this is giving me more health or what's going on here, but we're gonna not dismantle it. We're going to like it because it gave us something. So yeah. So then it gave them more, I believe, power for their chiral network to help them kind of progress as well. So you can put those down in places where it's going to help people on their delivery missions. Which, see, there's another one here that somebody put. More lost cargo. I think I'm going to pick this up and deliver it to this location. So carry it. And then we're going to deliver it right here. Oop. Slow down, dude. We're going to activate this and deliver it. say I'm kind of getting the idea of what's going on, as you can see. So we'll deliver it. And it looks like it is giving me. Okay, so I'm going to confirm it. I keep forgetting you have to hold down buttons to confirm things, but. Alright, so it gave me. So I guess that's how you progress your character, get better abilities. Says I have almost 4 stars on connection level. Not sure what that means. And there you go. It's kind of the gist of this game. You're just delivering stuff, and you know, there's a story to it. All right, so we got some more of that. Got more weight that we can carry, so perfect. I think I'm probably going to be doing a lot more of that stuff as I go through this story or whatever, but we'll see what happens. I don't need anything. I don't think we're going to see if we have too much stuff on us. So I'm pretty sure this is the bulk of our, yeah, of our weight on us. So we need to keep that because that is for the mission that we're doing currently to deliver. Again, I have another resin on me. Should probably put to the private locker. Yeah, because it looks pretty damaged. So we don't want to. I thought I put one of these into my private locker. Maybe I didn't confirm it. Yeah, I don't think I confirmed it. That's the problem. Ladder. We need that, I think. These. Okay, so I have good boots. Awesome. Yeah, I think that's all we need to do. You know, I saw a thing that said that you can't use these to put your private locker stuff in and then see it at a location to recycle it and all that stuff. But because it'll only be at this location. We're going to find out as we go to this next place for this mission that we're doing. Let's see, this stuff shows up in this locker. And it also showed up in the other one. So I'm assuming that this private locker is always going to show this stuff and you can always offload it. But to be determined. Okay, so I need to confirm this before I do that. Okay, perfect. All right, moving on. So I'm disconnected from my chiral network as I'm delivering this stuff. Let's see if we're on the right path. I keep hitting that button. I don't know why. Yeah, we're kind of going the right way. We're going to go to this wind farm and connect it to our chiral network and deliver what we need to. Now, I'm not sure if resting helps your stamina, because you can see my stamina is not all the way 100%. So I think that's what the resting part is to get that bar back up there. But we'll figure that out. So this is a very steep hill. We're going to stabilize ourselves all the way down. Too far from the cargo. I don't know what that means. So I'm assuming it's degrading my stuff as it's raining, because I can see that our cargo is kind of damaged there. So I need to get out of this rain, I think. Whoa. Don't fall, dude. Cargo now eligible for delivery by others. Okay. All these warnings keep coming up and I'm not sure. When cargoes are damaged, their capacity to absorb impacts is reduced. Use container spray to restore its resistance. Okay, so that's what the container spray is that I saw that I could make. Lost cargo. We're gonna keep going and not grab this just to get our mission done. But otherwise I'd pick this up and then we can return it to either recycle it or put it in a different locker for somebody else and entrust it to them. I'm gonna check the map once we get on sturdy ground here. Okay. I am still going the right way. Perfect. Awesome. So yeah, we're just gonna move on. I don't know how many more parts I'm going to have to this, but I saw that on YouTube I don't have to keep on uploading 15-minute clips, so this might be one whole clip. You can see that I'm wearing a different sweatshirt. This is on a different day. Obviously when you see me with different clothes on, it's a different day I'm recording. So that's not good because I think that's where the BTs are. So I wonder if I should crouch on button and see if it picks anything up. As you can see how it kind of like indicated that, yep, that's a BT. So I'm going to kind of see if I can avoid this. It's in that direction. Whichever way it's pointing, that's where it is. So it's over there. Yeah. So I'm going to kind of go this way to avoid it. I'm going to hold my breath. You can't do it for very long. But I want to crouch and get away from this. Stamina decreases. Okay, you're gonna take a bigger toll on yourself. Got it. So I don't want to go that way, because you can see how it's pointing that way. And we'll try and avoid it over there. Go this way. So I think I'm getting the sneaking thing down. I think. But I'm still not sure. Because I'm pretty sure you're supposed to avoid this stuff as you go along. It's in this direction. There it is. So we're kind of trying to avoid it. That area right there. Because that is exactly what we don't want to run into right now. So we're going to go this way. Moving right along. So as they dissipate in the distance, that means you're getting... There's another one over there. Yeah. This is going to be interesting to get around this stuff. I'm holding my breath and then they disappear. So maybe I can walk by them? Yeah, see, like, as you let off of the breath holding thing, they show up. We're gonna kind of go over there and see if we can't just walk by them with our breath held. It's really wreaking havoc on my stamina though. There's another one up there. Our breath. I'm not 100% on this, but endurance gauge goes down. Yep. Let's see if we can avoid this. My endurance is really going down. You're supposed to kind of try and get away from this. And I'm going to try and do that. And I'm hoping this works. It did not. Oh, so here's the boss that we're gonna avoid. But apparently we didn't. Okay. So we were supposed to soothe the baby, so it didn't make any noise. You live and you move on, I guess. Alright, so we're gonna go reconstitute wherever this thing is here. You gotta find the strand. I think that's it right there. To reconstitute. I hope it doesn't put us backwards, so we have to walk through that again. There we go. Perfect. Then you get the scene every time. It's kind of funny. Alright. So now we're dirty. So when we get to the next location and we're throwing up, we're gonna kind of clean up then and take a rest at the next location we get to. Because my stamina is not doing well.
Oh boy, I'm done.
Severely damaged now. Okay. So I can catch my breath and sit down. Okay. Your game will be saved automatically every time Sam rests. Okay, so if you rest, you're saving your game. And it looks like you're helping your stamina, but it shows that I'm kind of screwed on the stamina right now. Stand up.
Oh my god.
Total rest time. So it goes by like actual time. Huh. Let's look at the map and see where we're at. Oh wow, we're way off. So we're kind of gonna have to go up to the right to get there. This is, I didn't think it was this long of a walk, but keep moving. See if we get there. So you can see now the system of trying to avoid those BTs, which apparently you really need to avoid early in this game. Let's see if we can't repair. Where is that? Repairing using our repair spray. Over here. I think I had one. I don't think I did. I'm gonna try this. I don't know if it helps your stamina to go to the bathroom. I don't know. Huh. Can you repair something like this? I don't think so. No, we don't want to do that. Let's put away the ladder. Put away this ladder for now. I know there's a way to collapse it, I just don't know what that is. We're gonna drink some and see if this helps our energy. I think I did there. Okay, there we go. Does it help energy? Yes. It didn't help all of it, so I think that's where when you rest it helps that kind of area of your stamina. That is kind of like blacked out there. I hope I don't run into any more BTs. That would be great if I could just deliver this without running into any of them again. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of that container spray to help the load that I'm carrying. I'm pretty sure you can still deliver it, but maybe you just get less of that XP that you saw. We're gonna find out as we get here. Again, thanks for watching this. This is definitely a blind playthrough. I've seen a lot of different people doing these and just kind of giving up, but we're going to try and not give up. That would be the actual play. So this is where we're gonna deliver this. We finally made it.
Beginning scan.
We're gonna see how this works
Bridges
out, and then we're gonna rest.
ID.
Take a shower and rest.
All weapons will remain locked until departure.
We're gonna see if we can actually deliver damaged cargo, like, because it said severely damaged. I hope I don't have to go all the way back to get this delivered. That would be terrible. So activate the terminal and make the delivery. Yes. Right. I guess you can deliver it. You probably just get less
Delivering cargo.
points for it. I don't know.
Thank you. With this unit, we should be able to power the distro center via the chiral network. Other places too, if it works. Here's hoping the UCA can put our electricity to good use. Mind if I have a look? Yep, about what I expected. Must have been a lot of hard miles.
All right. So yeah, it's just your rating is lower when you deliver damaged cargo. It looks like you probably get less of the points that goes into upping your character his abilities. So we're gonna try not to do that. I got a C on that one. I'm pretty sure it was because I didn't deliver it at 100%. So now we know. Don't deliver damaged cargo. So I'm going to make some of that spray that helps the cargo kind of fix the cargo, I think, before I move on. Yeah, you get less of these points. That helps you out. All right.
All we need now is a connection to the chiral network. Go for it.
Network bandwidth is a limited resource, and every structure you build consumes it. However, as you increase your connection level, the bandwidth available to you will increase as well.
Okay. So that's our network right now as it stands. Kind of see where we're at. We're kind of just rebuilding the US, I guess. Kind of what I got an idea of. Yeah. Moving on. Join the UCA. Yeah. New interview data acquired. Manage biggest problem. So you can look at that in another menu, I believe. The wind farm shared data as a result of join UCA. Now use the PCC to build generators. Okay. So the more connections you make, the more things you can build, I'm assuming. Supply requests, bridge links. Okay. Been added to delivery terminals, standard orders, delivery supplies, trust cargo, garage. I think this is where you're getting your vehicles and in the garage thing would be my guess. I don't know why it's showing all that stuff. Those are different nodes that players have put up, I think. Enabling C access structure. Okay.
About time we did our part. Thanks again. You know, I heard the rest of your team was wiped out. Makes what you're doing all the more incredible. You're a one-man expedition. I hope Amelie's doing as well as you. Wonder if she made it to Edgenot City yet. It was her that put us in charge of the wind farm. I was with the group bringing up the rear while Amelie led the way. I've never met her in person, but it was an honor to travel with her all the same. When you see her, feel free to tell her I said so, huh?
Sam, got a moment? I ran an experiment with your blood. It seems you were onto something. After dispersing an aerosolized sample of your blood in BT territory, we observed reduced activity. While this is hardly definitive as we have no other repatriates to whom we can turn for additional testing, it does suggest that the bodily fluids of repatriates are repellent to BTs. Mama had the idea of developing a weapon to test this theory. The prototype should be ready soon, and when it is, we'd like you to test it.
Sam, this is the perfect opportunity. We've almost got the whole region on the chiral network. All that's left is Port Knot City. Return to Capital Knot City so you can pick up relief supplies for Port Knot. By the time you arrive, we can give you the completed prototype in person. One other thing. It's not very often porters get out to that wind farm. While you're there, you should pick up any outstanding orders. No sense coming all the way back here empty-handed if there's work to be done. Have a look at that delivery terminal.
Okay.
Good
We
work.
will do that
New
after
order
we
available.
rest.
Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Okay. So, we'll look at it, I guess. Yeah. I wonder if I have materials. Do I have
By handing
materials
over
on me?
excess materials to a facility, you can increase the amount stored on site. Now, these materials can then be used later for equipment fabrication and so forth.
Okay.
Just remember that each facility has separate stores and that the amount on hand differs from site to site. Don't get carried
Okay.
away.
Don't get carried away. Okay. So we're going to deliver some of these chiral crystals here. We'll deliver all of them. Said don't get carried away, so maybe we should deliver half of them. We'll do this for now. And confirm that. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on doing what it's telling me to do, and I hope I'll get through the game. It might be a lot of different parts.